7:38 here, Big 550 KTRS. Kathy Helbig with the Kathy Helbig Group. She's a full-time realtor. Always checks in with us for real estate stuff. Good morning, Kathy Helbig. Let's talk pictures, because pictures are worth 1,000 words, $1,000. Can we turn her microphone on? Let's try that. There we go.
That might help.
There you go.
There you
All
go.
right, good. Pictures. You
Yes.
need pictures or what?
You know, it's 2016, and curb appeal is not what curb appeal used to be. It's the digital age, so it's really all about your pictures. People are stalking or searching houses online for weeks, months prior to actually getting in a car and driving around. So the photography is really like your first showing. So
Right.
10 years ago, people had to come to your house.
Yeah.
Now they don't.
It's interesting because people, when they're looking, will do all of that. But when they're selling, they're like, oh, no, it's fine. I don't need it. Right?
Exactly.
So they want it for themselves. But when they're trying to sell their own house, they don't put the effort in.
They want to cut corners, and that's a big problem a lot of times, even with the for sale by owner listings. If you just can't measure up with really great professional photography, or agents that really aren't into this full time and don't really have a big expense budget, then they'll tend to
Right.
use their iPhones, because, you know, we all have those great megapixels. And
Right. What's wrong with taking, okay, Kathy Helbig, you have a number of things. What's wrong with taking that little cell phone capture and then posting it wherever?
They just don't have the high-end features that the professional photographers do. There's filters that they use. There's the high dynamic range mode, and even though our cameras say they have it on the little iPhones, it doesn't come out the same. There's some wide-angle lenses that they use. The lighting is just right. They use Photoshop and things like that to enhance the picture to its best ability without making it not look like the home.
Right.
That's an issue, too. Sometimes agents will slap on that fisheye or something like that to get the wide angle effect, and it takes a house that's on a quarter acre lot and looks like they're sitting on 3 acres,
Right.
because it stretches the photo so much, and it makes the rooms just really not be true to size. So people get to the house and they're extremely disappointed, and it's a bad showing and it's bad feedback.
So it's so in other words, the pictures have to be good, but they also have to be an accurate portrayal of what they're showing.
Exactly. And a very good real estate photographer will have some enhancing, but they have integrity with their photos. And that's really important. The knickknacks are a big deal in pictures, guys. Everybody loves to have all their things on their shelves and their bookcases and decorate a lot.
Right.
It shows up completely different in photographs. Paint colors show up completely different in photographs. So you have to really take that into account and pare down your rooms before the photographer comes, because what jumps out at people is clutter. So that's really important. And dirt honestly does show up. We've had a photo or two come back where somebody missed some leaves on the floor or you know, some dust in the corner, and your eye goes right to it in the photographs. Now, a lot of times the photographers can Photoshop some of that out,
Right.
but sometimes they don't. So you really got to think about, go ahead and get those carpet cleaned, you know, clean up your stains on your couches and that type of thing, because it is going to come out in photos.
I mean, you're selling your house and you're taking pictures. You would think you would it would be the cleanest it would ever be.
You would think. And that's the perception that the buyer has. So they're looking at, same with the showing, if this is how your house looks when it's supposed to have its best foot forward, yikes. What does it look like every other day of the year? I don't want to buy a house. And that equates to, how has it been maintained? What's behind the scenes? They just kind of move on. It gives them a blah feeling.
All right. Anything else?
Weather. Make sure it's good weather, and clean up your leaves for the yard.
There you go. Any news on the real estate front? Things still hopping?
Well, yes, interest rates, as you heard yesterday, the Fed
Right.
raised interest rates, but mortgage rates have not gone up yet. However, it's an indicator that it's coming, so if you're on the fence, get off. Now is the time to buy.
Don't listen to exactly what she says. Kathy Helbig, 314-276-SOLD. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
743, Big 550, KTRS.